what's up, guys? Welcome to Saber Heat. This week we have 178th Wing Command Chief Hansel here. So for the first wing, we got Coffee Date. It has 1,900 Scoville units, and let's dig in.
It's good.
Not picking up very much heat or anything. Just tastes normal.
I don't taste any coffee though.
No, I don't taste any coffee.
A little bit on the lips. Well, okay. Just a slight tingle.
So for the first question, what is your go-to gas station order en route to a TDY?
So I love energy drinks, I guess. So I mean, this is not even just a pre-TDY, but this is pretty much a daily thing. But it's a TDY, orange creamsicle, Celsius. Oh. I love what's it called? The wasabi soy almonds. The guilty pleasure at the gas station is pepperoni pizza combos.
Combos?
Yeah.
That's one.
Yeah. Not really a chocolate guy, candy, all that. Just give me some salt, I'm good.
We'll move on to the second wing here. We've got Crema Matcha, 5,500 Scoville units. So, taking it up a little bit.
Sounds weak.
What are your best songs on your workout playlist?
Songs?
Songs. You know, we got new PT standards coming up, so.
Oh, man. Yeah. So funny. I used to have this playlist for running specifically when I would take my PT test. How old are you?
23.
23. All right. So you weren't, well, the new Rocky movies, you were born for some of the newer ones, but
I know Rocky.
Rocky 4, the soundtrack to Rocky 4. I downloaded that soundtrack, and when I would start the run for the PT test, I'd play that, and I'd try and key on like Eye of the Tiger, Hearts on Fire,
oh, yeah.
Those songs, and I felt like I could run as fast as I wanted for a mile and a half. But if I'm at the gym, I'm not old, but I'm a little older. I love 90s rock and early 2000s rock. So I put that on, like on Pandora,
yeah,
and listen to that.
Oh, I like Deftones.
Three Doors Down and stuff like that. So
perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to level 3 here. It's got 18,000 Scoville units, so we're jumping up almost 3 times what we just had.
Yours, mine looks way saucier than yours on here.
I can't say if that was on purpose or not. I have no idea. That might have been on purpose. Our crew here. And this one is pickled garlic sriracha.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Hopefully we get some pickle in here.
For question 3, do you have anything on your bucket list?
So when I was active duty, I was stationed in Florida, and I've been home now back here in Ohio since 2004, so 22 years, and it's always been a goal of mine to eventually one day when I retire, that's where I'm gonna end up moving back to. Mm-hmm. It's home, the second home. I lived down there for 6 years. I bought my first house there. And so I would say every day that I've lived back here for the last 22 years, I'm just like, I cannot wait to move back to Florida. I want to run a full marathon at some point. So I've never done that, run some halves and stuff. So, but I just got to find the time to train to do a full marathon.
Perfect. We got you on tape saying that, so
yeah,
we got to hold you accountable.
And there's a lot of runners around this wing, mm-hmm, that are doing that and training for it. So I've had some folks trying to push me to start running some more, so we'll see. Maybe next year.
We got Passiflora. It's a little green color, so
how many Scovilles has that got?
We're going double from where we were, so now we're like 30,000 Scoville.
Okay.
So.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
That one got back there.
This one's definitely picking up a little bit.
Yeah, like deep in the throat. Mm-hmm. You're sweating.
That was a little hotter.
There was some sort of actual spice on, like.
Yeah.
All right.
For sure.
There's milk there.
We're gonna break in the milk this. Okay.
Just a sip.
I gotta save it.
That's getting.
We got a long way to go.
Yeah, that's all right. I think it was just the way we took a bite.
Yeah,
just
sure.
Immediately went.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for next question is, what do you wish Airmen would stop stressing out about?
PT.
PT?
Yeah. Because you got. It's.
Getting around it.
I mean, you know it's a standard. It's something you have to do to be successful and to be eligible to promote in your career. There's 3 things you have to be able to do and be good at. Basic requirements to get promoted. You have to be qualified in your job. Right, so you have to attain a certain skill level necessary to reach a certain grade or rank. You have to have PME done, and you have to be able to pass your PT test. Also, we've been pushing this a lot. Don't be afraid to fail. I think a lot of times we stress about making a mistake or not wanting to step outside of their comfort zones because maybe they won't be good at something, maybe they won't succeed, but you never know unless you do it. So I can't tell you how many times throughout my career it's been like, I don't know if I'm ready for this, or I don't know if I'd be good at doing that, and you just take a risk and do it.
Number 5, we got chimichurri habanero. Ooh. We're doubling Scoville units again. So. Okay, it gets you at the end there.
I don't taste it.
I don't think that one's as bad as the previous one, though, at all. So for question number 6, I know you're obviously a busy man. How do you juggle everything? Personal life, work?
Ooh, it's tough. Juggling, because there's a lot of things take priority. I think recognizing at the end of the day that not everything has to be done in the moment. I think it's good time management. I will definitely say I'm not the most organized person. I try not to not waste time, but I try to utilize each moment of the day to try and get everything done. And I try to, when I leave here, and it's not possible. It's really not possible for a lot of people that work here at the base. But I try when I leave here to focus on my family and not work a lot. The thing is everything has to get done. It's just about really prioritizing it and good time management and trying to balance it.
All right, so we got number 6. It's called a Tropical Amarillo. We're up to 70,000 Scoville units.
Amarillo by morning. That's a good song.
It is a good song. The yellow one.
This looks weird. This looks like curry, almost.
Pretty much.
Or mustard.
Yeah. Hopefully it isn't.
It doesn't look hot.
Looks can be deceiving.
I know. Oh gosh.
Sweet. This is really sweet. That one's not bad at all.
I can't believe I just licked my finger.
It tastes good.
It's definitely a mustard-based sauce.
For sure. My next question is, what advice would you give A1C Hansel?
I guess the best advice, if I guess if I'm like telling 24-year-old Chuck now, I remember when I got off active duty, I was super stressed. I was leaving active duty. I'd sold my house, moving back home. Didn't really have a plan, and I was nervous. I was scared, and I mean to the point where my stomach it was in knots for weeks about, am I making the right decision? Am I doing the right thing? And I wish I could probably just go back and tell him it's going to be all right. It'll work out. You're making the right decision, and don't, as I said before, don't be scared to take risks. So yeah, probably that.
So number 7, we got Hawaiian hot teas. So we're doubling again. So we're up to 120.
These are starting to look
a little more menacing, I would think.
Yep.
So.
All right.
Woo.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That's like someone
Drink some water.
pepper sprayed in my mouth.
What is that?
I don't know what that is.
Ooh.
You're not supposed to eat that.
Okay.
Okay, let's get going.
Okay.
If you only had 60 seconds in front of every airman, what would you say to them? Oh man.
Thank you. Thank you for choosing to do what you do. I don't think we say it enough. I don't think we quite. We do say it, and you hear thank you for your service, but I try to remember and I mean it, because I remember especially as a DSG or active duty and all the sacrifices with what we give up, the time with our families, the time with our friends, and I just thank you for doing it, for choosing to serve and to be here. So
good answer. This one is called the bomb. We're at 140,000.
Okay.
Let's just kill it. Oh man. Oh man. I didn't think it'd get worse, but
What is that called?
The bomb.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It's not hot. It's good.
It's not.
No.
You're right. So my question is,
mental.
we always hear about people's successes, and you talked a little bit about it earlier.
Yeah.
Could you tell us about a time you failed and how you handled it?
Time I failed.
Oh man.
So when I got off active duty and I moved back home, I thought everything was going to be great, and I was gonna go back to school and finish my engineering degree, and everything. Everything was going to be awesome. And I got home, and school was way tougher than what I thought it would be. The engineering school was killing me. It got to the point where it was impacting my health. I was super stressed, and I eventually just had to step away from school, because I was working 2 different jobs. I was upset about leaving active duty, and so there for a period of time I felt like I had failed. That just it was a life lesson for me, because I was able to recover from it, but I think it just taught me that, again, not to be afraid to fail, because if you fail, there's time to recover. So, it's hard to focus and think.
I know. Okay.
You doing all right?
I'm feeling great.
Making it?
For the next one, we got level 9.
Level 9?
Funkin' Yellow.
Funkin' yellow.
That's all it gives, and we're at 670 Scoville units. So
That
6 times hotter than what we just
It doesn't sound normal. 6 times hotter?
Or maybe it's like logarithmic, I don't know. Hotter, that's all I know.
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh. I feel like someone just sprayed me.
That's hot.
Why is this so bitter? Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right, live, breathe,
So,
breathe.
gotta find the question.
Can you read?
Barely. Okay. Have you ever gotten paperwork? And tell me about it.
Like a speeding ticket?
No, like military,
Oh,
counseling. A
No.
funny story.
of course not.
Never?
Yeah, so, well, paperwork and a funny story at the same time. So, as an airman, A1C Hansel, I was living in the dorms at Eglin. I can't feel my lips right now. And I was only 19 years old, and it was March Madness time, and had a couple of my buddies that wanted to come over and hang out and watch some of the basketball games, and we were gonna drink some beer. So a buddy of mine who was of age bought me some beer and gave it, and we had a few beers in the room, and then they were like, "Hey, let's go down to the club down in Destin," and I was like, somebody was driving. We were fine driving, but we knew we couldn't buy alcohol at the club either. So we're like, let's shove some beers in our pockets for some roadies. And we're walking out of the steps out of my dorm room, and we were drinking a beer as we were walking out, and a good buddy of mine was in front of me, and we see a security police on the bike. He was like bike patrol, and he was just sitting outside the dorm door and wait, and he saw us walking out, and he goes, "Hey, let me see your guys' IDs." And my one buddy was out the door, and a couple of other ones. Anyhow, I was like, back up, you know, and so stupid Airman Hansel decides we're gonna run back up to my dorm room and try and get away from the cops. Back in the day, the walls had these these god awful painted burlap walls. I don't know, it's what it seemed like. And I ran my arm up against that thing and just took a chunk of skin off my elbow. I still have this scar to this day. So every time I see that scar, I'm like, you idiot. And my one buddy, he takes off because the cop followed us up, and my buddy takes off and is running. Anyhow, they arrested us and took us down to the security forces squadron, and my first sergeant had to come get me out. And, I eventually, out of that, I eventually got an Article 15, suspended, reducing pay or rank, forfeiture of pay, and I was, I'm thankful that I had a very good first sergeant, and supervisors who saw that I was just a dumb kid who made a stupid mistake, and they but advocated for me with my commander to have an opportunity to reform myself, right? And I was the squadron, you know what, for a while, right? I was the one doing all the dirty work. I had to go to all the do all the ceremonies, additional duties. But I eventually worked my way out of it, eventually to the point to where before I PCS'd from that, First Sergeant called me into the office and into the commander's office, and she said, Airman Hansel, do you feel like you've learned your lesson and grown from the mistake you made? And I was like, yes, ma'am, I do. And she says, I do too. And so when they basically pulled the Article 15 and UIF and stuff from my records before I moved on to PCS, you know, and I was eventually able to promoted to staff on time, like first go around and stuff like that. And I wouldn't have been able to do that if I didn't have good supervisors, good first sergeants. That was really what helped. Was a start of what helped shape kind of how I like to lead or the scope and perspective I have, is because I had people that believed in me and gave me second chances. So yeah, I've had some paperwork. Yeah.
Perfect.
Struggling
A little bit. So we're on the last one.
Are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready for this.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Let's do it. Just get it over with.
We got to choose it.
Come on. Oh my God.
I don't think you're supposed to eat something that.
It started off like I was like, oh, it's just cold.
I'm not even trying to be dramatic. Okay. Sorry, I forgot I had to ask a question. When was the time that everything that could go wrong went wrong?
You know, when you have kids, I mean, that's your life. And I can remember when my wife, I'm not crying because of this, I'm crying because of this hot sauce. I can remember my wife was pregnant with our second child, or our third child. And I had gotten back from a deployment, and we started trying to have a kid. And we were having a lot of issues, a ton of issues. And thought something, I went and did the thing, got tested, you know. They said, oh, you know, you need to, not too much detail, but, so we had to go through a process of, not IVF, but basically in utero, I think is what it's called, or something like it. But basically we had to have some assistance. And she got pregnant, and everything was good. We were under the care of the specialist for the first 10 weeks or so. We had the first ultrasound of the baby, and there was something wrong with the ultrasound. She eventually lost the baby. They had to take it, and found out that, you know, I'm a dad of four girls. Found out that the baby was a boy. So I was, you know, pretty devastated at that point. You know, not only it didn't matter if it was a boy or girl, but that was tough for me personally to go through. But I think the hardest thing was to watch my wife go through that, and to watch her mental state, knowing that she was going to lose the child, and then after losing the child, to have to still give birth, basically. That was hard, and that was something. It was like you almost thought, like, I've never lost a living child, I guess, so to speak. But it's the only way I could kind of compare that time in our lives, and it's one of those things where you didn't know how. I never thought she was going to come out of it. It was hard for her, and hard to watch her go through that. But she eventually did, right? And it was something that we were able to work through. And then to make the story happy, you know, it was just one of those meals, but it was a very difficult time. And then we were building a house too. So the reason that we had started building the house was because we found out she was pregnant with the third child, and we needed a bigger house. So then all of the joy of building that house was taken away, right? And I remember we were about a month out from closing on the house. And June, we closed in July, so it was in June. And we said, hey, we had went out to dinner, and we had the kids, and said, we want to go see the progress of the house. And she takes me to the house, and she's walking up, and we had what we thought was going to be the nursery. We had decided for my older two girls, we were going to turn it into just a playroom for them. Mm-hmm. And we were standing in that room, and we're talking, and she's like, this will make a really good nursery. And I was like, yeah, it will someday, you know. And she said, no, it will now.
Wow.
And so she had told me she was pregnant again, and that pregnancy went great, and the next one, and so that eventually became my daughter Avery's bedroom. So a happy ending to a time in my life where just everything felt like it was falling apart, and you couldn't do anything about it, and come out on the other side. So
that was a beautiful story. Thank you. Thanks for being here with me, Chief, and thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.